Welcome back to another speed rebuild here on Madden 26. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a challenge one. So it's already kind of a challenge on its own to do a speed rebuild, but we're going to add to that challenge. At least I think, because maybe this will actually be easier. But we're going to have 10 minutes to make trades, do what we can to make the team better. But to get the team, we're going to have to draft. That 10 minutes that we're used to using for trades, we're also going to have to use for the fantasy draft. So if we want to use, let's say, 7 minutes to draft our team and then 3 minutes to make trades, we can do that. Or maybe we like how quickly and how well we're drafted in the first 2 minutes that we draft 2 minutes, sim it, and then we use 8 minutes to trade. Maybe we really trust how the CPU is going to draft. Not 100% sure how we're going to do this yet. Gonna probably just play it by ear. And if you guys end up enjoying this, you want to see more of these types of challenge rebuilds, or just any sort of speed rebuild / rebuild in general, let me know in the comment section below. Maybe by leaving a like, subscribe for new. Anyways, should have a video a little later today, but we'll put 10 minutes on the clock. Of course, the rules are simply going to be do what you want with those 10 minutes. But when we're simming to the end of the draft, that is when the clock stops. And then the clock does not resume again until we have that timer like, hey, okay, we're about to start making trades and go. Because otherwise, you know, all the time's going to be gone just simming. And maybe I should be giving us 15 minutes. We'll see in the future. Maybe we need to. But without any further ado, 3, 2, 1, and go. I'm going to be losing a little bit of time just starting this thing. What pick do we get? Of course, we get pick 22. Do we go QB? Oh, wow. Jordan Love already goes. Oh, no. Sam Darnold. I think I have no choice. What about Caleb? Caleb is an 88 overall. I think we're going to take Caleb Williams with our first pick. I think he'll develop. Even we have base XP sliders, he'll develop into Sam Darnold, where Sam Darnold is not going to be developing into anybody at that overall. We have pick 11 now. Wide receiver is definitely a concern. Edge. Wait, this is actually harder than I thought. Jared Verse. I guess Jared Verse. I'm kind of like throwing caution to the wind here a little bit. I can't even remember like when players go and whatnot. Wide receiver, of course, this is a one-year situation as well, so we can take whoever the hell we want that we think is going to be good for that singular year, so it doesn't have to be, you know, some great player. Cameron Hayward is probably a good option even. Do we want to go with, like, Jonathan Taylor or Saquon Barkley? I think I'm going to go Mike Evans. I'm going to go Mike Evans here. I don't know when he usually goes, but, you know, that's kind of the whole point. I don't know. I'm kind of just winging it a little bit here. Derrick Henry, I think he goes, like, round, is it 8? I don't know if it's round 8 or not. We could DK Metcalf's usually really good in sim. DT, Buckner, Bobby Wagner. We can wait on a little bit. Cornerback. Let's go Cooper DeJean. Oh, what did I just do? What did I just do? I went by player last name. I'm wasting picks. Let's go Cooper DeJean. Even though he's young, you know, you go for the old player. It doesn't matter what, you know, what their overall is and all that. You know, the overall is all that matters. You don't care about anything else. I don't want to do that anyways. Travis Kelce, I don't think is really worth that kind of a pick. Yeah, this is actually kind of tough because I'm not used to playing it like this. I don't usually go for like these different positions and whatnot. I'm trying to just get what I think is good value and who is hard to trade for and, you know, who is the most important. I don't know when Josh Jacobs goes. Not Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry. Don't know if I need him, though, is the question. We do have Mac, who's usually really good in sim. Bobby Wagner, you can wait a bit. Crap, I'm kind of struggling. You know what? Let's go Derrick Henry. Screw it. See what the next pick is. Travis Kelce. I do like Travis Kelce quite a bit, actually. 92 overall. Let's actually just start taking linemen. Screw it, Colton Miller. We've already wasted 3 minutes of the clock. This is bad. This is bad. Wow. Devin Bush is that good, apparently? Okay. Sure. Why not? I didn't know he was like that. Let's go to Marcus Lawrence. Got our edge sorted. Probably waste at least 5 minutes. I didn't even want to say waste, but I did. Wide receiver, Cortland Sutton. Why not? Not really going for long term here. Not really going for longevity. Kelce is gone. Like almost all the tight ends are gone, to be fair. What else do we have? Guards not really looking good. Ryan Kelly as a 1 year. Why not? I think we're actually having a pretty good draft. No? Am I crazy? I mean, remember, we have draft picks to use for whatever is missing. This actually might be easier. Tygo Harrison Smith at pick 11. I don't know about all that. Bobby Wagner goes later, though, doesn't he? Let's get Devin Bush. I didn't think I would go Devin Bush this high. Round 11. We're going Devin Bush round 11. Kind of crazy. David Njoku. O-line, Jake Matthews. This might actually be easier than a normal speed rebuild. Although we are stuck with an 80 overall quarterback, so it could be better. We're just kind of rapid firing here. Let's see if we can get the entire O-line. Oh my, this is bad. Joel Batonia. I don't know how we're going to sort this O-line, but we're going to. And I'm not even going to bother looking at who we drafted because it's more time wasted. Rather just draft more, you know? Wilkins. Let's go Stewart. Screw it. And I don't know when Bobby goes, but if he's still there, which I don't know if he is, he's gone. I sold. I figured he would be here forever, and I was wrong. Corner is actually taking a bit of a hit here, I guess, Terrion Arnold. And I think right at 5 minutes left, where it is going to sim. Crap, I don't know what I need. Let's go tight end. Is Pitt still there? Crap, he's gone. I guess we're going Waller. All right, pausing the clock. Nope. So a quick overview of who we were able to draft in that just a little over 5 minute span. Caleb Williams is our quarterback. Derrick Henry is our running back. Mike Evans and Cortland Sutton at wide receiver. Darren Waller at tight end. Colin Miller at left tackle. Jake Matthews at right tackle, presumably. Joel Bitonio at left guard. Ryan Kelly at center. Kevin Zeitler at right guard. So yeah, we actually did get all 5 linemen. Edge, Jared Verse and DeMarcus Lawrence. Defensive tackle, Zach Allen and Grover Stewart. Sadly, we did only get 1 linebacker. We'll see what the AI gets for us. 2 cornerbacks, only one of them that I really like. No safeties, no kickers, no bitches. And of course, with that, we're going to go to the end of the draft. All right, let's see how they drafted after we were done. So they ended with Nick Chubb and Brian Robinson. Just a bunch of like power back guys. Wide receiver 3 was Jalen Naylor. Okay, not a bad number 3. Or DK. Tight end, Arroyo's not a bad backup. O-line, did they draft anyone else? They got Wynn. They got Evan Neal. Got a couple of tackles that we're not going to need. Right end. Oh, they actually got Dallas Turner. Not a bad backup. Leonard Floyd as the right end. Linebackers, they did not do well. We really needed them to pick up a good linebacker. Corner, I guess Clark Phillips isn't the worst. Safeties, not great. Kicker, good. Punter, good. Wow, they got some good kick power punters and kickers, so fair enough. Thing is with this Detroit Lions team, the projected draft pick, not good. No third round pick either, so not going to get a lot of value here, but obviously we do know what we need. We need, I mean, maybe a wide receiver 3, probably not too concerned. Tight end could use an upgrade. I think everything else is fine, though. I like running back. I like O-line for sure. Quarterback's fine. And then defensively, linebacker, huge upgrade point. Corners, huge. Safety, huge. We'll see if we can get any of that done, though, especially since it's a fantasy where it's going to be a little bit harder to make trades. That's also especially true when you factor in that I have no idea where anyone went. So when we're looking for these positions, we're going to have to just go one by one. I can't think, oh, well, you know, I need an older linebacker that can at least be here for a year. I can't find Bobby Wagner instantly, and I gotta look at all these players. So we got 4:49 on the clock, at least on my clock. So we're going to see what we can do with that, if anything. And that clock is going to resume in 3, 2, 1, go. Of course, we're looking for linebacker. Once if he's on the Bears, I kind of just, oh, he is! I'm looking for freaking Bobby Wagner, and there he is. I mean, I don't know why I would think a 4th would go, but sure, let's throw that on there. Waste all of our time. Why wouldn't we? And that sucks about this is that because most of, if not all the players we drafted, or that we have, are the ones that I drafted, I'm kind of like struggling on making the trade. And you can see Bobby Wagner, even on easy trade difficulty, is worth at least a 1st round pick. That's why we put the trade difficulty on easy for these videos, because that's crazy. Bobby's playing good football, but he's not worth a 1st round pick. Nobody's paying that for a guy that's that old. You know, it's just not going to happen. Tight end, we talked about wanting to upgrade it. Probably not the first position we needed to work on, but if we can upgrade him for like Hawkinson or something, just you know, like 5 overalls, 4 overalls maybe if we're lucky. Got to find someone a little bit on the older side, though, because I'm not paying premium. Oh, wow. Hawkins is only 2 overalls higher. That's kind of crazy. I'm not paying premium picks here for that. Henry? Maybe? I'll give him a 3rd in the future. You know, it's a 4 overall upgrade. I think it's worth it when you don't really have that many needs. I think our fantasy draft went pretty well, actually. Can we please make this trade happen? We're down to 3 minutes only. I have sold. You care too much about the wrong things. I'm going to have to overpay here. Maybe the 5th goes, but I know the 4th would, so there you go. What else do we need? We need... Oh, crap. We could use corner for sure. Oh, this is a sell. Sell job. Just get like a sick corner. Who's like a good corner that is affordable? Nobody. Anybody in like the low 90s, high 80s? Jalen Johnson, I highly doubt it, but you never know. Possible. We'll come back if we have time, which we don't. Oh, JC. I kind of want to get greedy, though. That would be a good trade. I'd be down with this. Nice. This is going well. This is a good trade for us. This is a really good trade for us. Finish it. Okay, I can live with that. That's great. Really just need, like, one more linebacker. Kind of. Sort of. You don't really need the Sam linebacker, but if you have the time to do it, you might as well. Also, we could use a safety, so let's look for that. Do have one more first-round pick, I believe, that we can use. Safety, who is a good overall, but old enough to where it doesn't cost as much. Holland, maybe. Where are we at? Okay. Eagles. We have all those draft picks next year. Okay, well, that worked out really well. What else do we want to do? Okay, let's not do that. Thank you. QB, you can maybe arguably upgrade. Probably not worth it, though. O-line, I think, is great. D-line is pretty good. We could, again, use one more linebacker. Corner wouldn't hurt. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of chilling with what we got, so what do we want to do? Maybe get, like, a sick wide receiver, too? Maybe keep Sutton? Like, who's a... I mean, we already got the old guy that's, you know, very good overall. Maybe Stephon Diggs. We'll go back to the Bills, but I would like someone even better. I was kind of eyeing up Devontae. Yeah, this is actually potentially doable. We keep that trio of wide receivers. It'd be kind of crazy. It didn't go, but we didn't have our 3rd round, so. Devontae? Oh, no. It's so close. Nick Chubb. You want Nick Chubb? There you go. Not bad. All right, we still have a minute, though. So if we want to try to do it, you know, a little crazier. Bing, bing, bing. Bing. Oh, my Lord. The bing, bings did not go well at all. Linebacker. Anyone at all? I'm probably missing one position, aren't I? Bobby Okereke? I highly doubt that goes, huh? Don't like it. I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe. Oh, not even close. 30 seconds left. Ernest Jones. I mean, it's something. Really? Ernest Jones? I mean, he's got some picks, but that's really the value for him. There's no way Spillane goes. We have 13 seconds left. We really just need anybody. There is no way. Bentley, I guess. Sure. Sweet. Well, we used up all of our draft picks, and we traded some things around. Let's see how we ended up. All right, here's the team. 90 overall. This is probably our highest overall team, right? Of course, the majority of it is made up of players that are either going to regress down like 10% of their high overall or just straight up retire on us. But for right now, this one-year team looks very good. Let's take a look at the defensive side of the ball where, doesn't look as good, but it's still very solid. Very solid. Yeah, we'll see. 90 overall. The floor should be playoffs, ceiling, hopefully Super Bowl. Definitely not exactly the way I was hoping this season would go, but we are going to be in the playoffs guaranteed. Win or lose, though, determines if we're going to have the division or not, which we do. Let's take a look at that season, though. We did run the Packers. Oh, Bills defense. Oh, my God. It's like so laggy right now. Hello? I guess we're not going to look at the season. Oh, hello? Can I please go in? No? Oh my, did you see that? That is so laggy. Okay. All right, here we are. Finally, I get to look. Not a great start to the season. Couple losses near the second half, but thankfully we finished way better than we started. Take a look at those numbers now. Caleb Williams, 35 touchdowns, 14 picks, 4,200 yards. 15 touchdowns for Henry, 1,500 yards for Henry. Robinson, nice yardage and touchdowns as well, at least touchdowns. Adams was great. Evans was solid. Sutton was pretty good. We did have Adams as the number 2, but he was mainly in the slot. And then Henry at the tight end 1 spot. He was all right. Looking at blocking, I've seen worse. You know, I say it a lot, but I really have. Pass rush, I have seen a lot better, though, unfortunately. I wish we'd had a little bit more going on there. Picks, Wagner did his thing, and then everyone else, you know, a couple of picks here and there. Kicking was really good. Punty was really good. And then, unfortunately, no special teams touchdowns for the fellas. As we now look at the yearly awards, Joe Burrow with the Jaguars wins MVP. Devontae Adams wins Offensive Player of the Year, which is pretty sick, actually. And unfortunately, even though we're close, no, we actually do get Best Wide Receiver and O-line with Jake Matthews as well. And Best Linebacker. But to say, even though we were close, no more awards. No, we did. Actually, a pretty good season. One thing I do want to see, though, did we make the right call with Caleb? I would say so, right? 87 overall. I highly doubt Darnold is higher than 85. Darnold is 86. I mean, either way, you could have been fine with either or, but, you know, on base XP sliders, we did develop Caleb Williams higher than Sam Darnold was. So maybe we get an extra win or two, but we do not get the playoff-ready quarterback situation. We have a better QB now than we would have with Darnold. Either way, let's go in. I can't do anything, but we can at least watch it play out. Last time we had a really sick team, we lost immediately in the playoffs, so hopefully that doesn't happen here. 6-7 already, not loving the whole going for field goals all the time situation. Okay, I guess we're just going to continue going for field goals. Huge touchdown, but no 2-point. Huge touchdown, 5-point game. Come on, get it. There you go. Defense really stepped the F up. And with that, we're going to move on to the divisional round. 29-24. I mean, I guess kind of a divisional game. Barely beating the Buccaneers there to move on to the next round. I mean, we really just looked horrible in that first half, but then second half hit and we killed it. Caleb carried. Where have I seen that before? I mean, what? Derrick Henry was amazing. Robinson, a couple touchdowns to go with it. A couple of numbers for the receivers, just not the touchdown numbers. Sacks. I mean, you got Armin Watts getting sacks. That proves how bad our pass rush is, okay? Sherwood with a pick for them, and then Loop. Don't do it to me. It was a field goal game, and you're missing field goals. It really wasn't a field goal game, but we were trying to make it one, apparently. That's what it seemed like in Sim. Team we got for the divisional. I mean, another definite divisional rival here. 6 overall is on the Minnesota Vikings. Let's see what we can do. The goal is always to win a Super Bowl, but it's always a tough challenge. So far, though, 14-0 in the divisional round, 21-0 in the divisional round. Looking pretty good. Again, last one we did, we had the bye week. You know, we had a first-round bye, and we still lost the very first round we played. And as of right now, we're having one of the rarest results I have ever seen, which is a shutout, but a complete blowout shutout. That might be the most one-sided score we have seen in Madden Sim history. It is very rare, no matter how good your team is, no matter how bad their team is, especially in the playoffs, to not give up points. It seems like the game always gives them at least a field goal, at least a touchdown. But to also put up 44 yourselves, that is one of the most dominating performances, maybe the most dominating performance I've seen in Sim history. Straight up. And I've seen, 56-12, but those teams still scored. This team did not score. That's wild. What a performance. Zach Allen with 4 sacks, 2 for Lawrence. What a game, dude. Aubrey missing a kick, dude. I don't know what 431 yards of punting. Their punter is going to have a sore leg. I mean, I guess he gets to rest for the rest of the year, but damn. I guess I should say rest of the season, not resting for the rest of the year, because this would be in, those, the next year. As we are now going to be taking on the Niners. They are 9-8. Was there a chance to play a division rival here or no? Niners versus Commanders. No, there wasn't. So let's see if we can do it. Can we make it to the Super Bowl? We'd be going against either the Bills or the Titans. We haven't beat by 5 overall. The deficit is slowly closing. And here we go for the end of the game. Winner is in the Super Bowl. Niners look pretty damn stout right now. Their defense is locking us down. We finally get points as we do. 7-10, 7-13. Halftime score will remain that. Defense is doing all right for us, but it's just this offense. There you go. Down by 2, down by 9. Come on, offense, wake up. Huge. I would start going for 2 to cut into the deficit without the field goal need. 3rd and 4, 4th and 4. 2-point deficit. Lions have the ball. They're driving down. And they do get the touchdown, but did they give too much time to the Niners? They did. Can I slow this down? Let's slow this down and watch. How do I do this? Aha, there you go. Clock is running. They have all 3 timeouts. There's a lot of time here. They're going to run the ball, and Detroit gives up a little bit more than I was hoping they would. I might as well just do the end of the possession. A lot of clock, dude. They are not worried about this time. Lamar Jackson as well. You could scramble out. We're just leaving Darnell Washington. This game freaking sucks. It sucks. What is that? The linebacker just says, nah, I'm good. Like, what? Like, okay. We might, like, this is triggering me not being able to, like, influence this come into the game. We might need to be changing some rules soon. All right. Might be able to, like, do 3 plays a game or so. I don't know. Some rule change might need to be happening. And they do get Lamar short, so field goal would win it, but wow, that's crazy. They just left the biggest target at the goal line wide open. Yeah, sure. I'm sure of it. Positive now, they did kick it deep into the end zone, so Detroit will have a chance. All right, last couple of plays of the game. Let's see if they can get in position. I mean, they got all 3 timeouts. It's possible. Sure. Derrick Henry goes out of bounds for a gain of 3. I don't know if that's really going to help you. Once again, you have all 3 timeouts, so I'm not sure why you're even caring about the sideline. And he throws to Derrick Henry again for what would have been maybe another 3 to 4 at most. If that was us going against this Lions team, they would have went for a 40-yard shot by now. Let's see it. What do we want to do? Okay, they're going to have a chance. They're going to have a freaking chance. If this is me, I QB sneak to the left. I gain a little bit of ground here. Loop. For the love of God, they're going to ice him too. Thank God I can't play this. No way I'd be doing this. Damn it, Devontae. Why couldn't you have gotten a few more yards, you old man? Here it is. Tyler Loop. Is this a 59-yard field goal? I can't tell. I don't know. What am I witnessing? He hit it! We're headed to the Super Bowl! Oh my God! There is no way! Well, that was exciting. Wow. I'm gonna need to lie down. That was actually great. Was that a 59? It was 56. Okay, well, math is hard. I mean, what can I tell you? Yeah, that math, yeah, I don't know why I would think that's a 59. Either way, Caleb, not a bad performance. But I also don't know if I agree with this whole pass or anything. I get it, how it works, right? Averages per attempt and whatnot, but interesting. Derrick Henry, pretty good game. Yeah, that 77-yarder. I cannot believe this Devontae Adams fell. I mean, that offense looked like it wasn't even going to move the ball a yard. And what do? They cook. Can we actually see those plays from, like, proper view? We can. Pretty cool, actually. Caleb Williams. This is what he's seen. They are just not playing the outside at all. Good throw. Bad angle. And Devontae cuts up field. Does try to juke, so give him the credit he deserves. Wow. Let's take a look at this kick. Was it close? Like, was it close to missing? It looked like it almost went out. And it is... I mean, it's pretty good. It's a pretty damn good kick. Wow, we're headed to the Super Bowl. Fantastic. After a game like that, I don't know what the title's going to be. Maybe our greatest speed rebuild yet. Even if we lose this game, I don't really care. It still is the same to me. Like, as soon as I saw Darnell Washington wide open for that touchdown, I figured it was over. I was like, yeah, good run, right? We got to the championship round. That's good. Getting to the championship round and a speed rebuild is a dub, hands down. You get one whole season. I know you're getting rid of a lot of capital. I know this, that, and the other thing, but one season, no matter who the team is, to get to the championship round and you do it, that's not bad. But of course, now, very rare sighting for us, year one Super Bowl. Let's see if this Lions team can get it done. I mean, it's kind of crazy yet again that they'll be playing against the Bills. So, something's happening here today. Either way, though, did not think we were going to win that game after the way that thing kind of finished. But they did. Maybe it's destiny. Maybe this team is just destined to win it all. And before we lose by like 1 billion. Not a great start so far. 10-0. 7-10. Like, just don't make that all for nothing, right? At least keep this game close. 6-point game. We get the field goal. It's a 3-point game again. Come on, Detroit. Nice. Up by 4. Only down by 3. Tied up by 7 in the fourth quarter here. What are we looking at? I guess we're slow simming again. Because I think this is... Oh, no, it's picked. Is this our ball? It is. I mean, based on them not having a timeout or missing a timeout, you have to run it 3 times. Especially when you have freaking Derrick Henry. I think we're about to see a Super Bowl win here. All right, come on, Detroit. You know what? I kind of knock these kind of franchises a little bit in my head. I see the appeal. It's actually kind of fun to watch. It's kind of fun to watch, like, the overhead view, like a normal game. Even though I'm not playing it, it's kind of fun to watch. And actually doing the franchise, like building these players and seeing them play on their own would be actually pretty sick. As they're going to go for it all. They get it! Davante's a little greedy, but he's going to seal the game and help Detroit win a Super Bowl. Wow. What a storyline. He could have ran, by the way. They rushed, 2 or 3 and freaking QB spied a defensive tackle against Caleb Williams. I don't know what they're doing, but not winning a Super Bowl is one of those things. 34-27 against all odds. It really, once again, felt like as soon as Darnell Washington went out wide and nobody followed him, I thought that was it. I thought the rebuild was over. But instead, this team persevered against, really, again, all odds. And we're going to see them win a Super Bowl. Of course, we had the benefit of the doubt, right? We had the trades on easy. We traded all of our draft picks. The team's screwed for the future. Our team is old as hell. But they're also Super Bowl champions. At the end of the day, you can't really hate on this team for at least like another 10 years. And by then, all the things we got rid of they're back, right? We have our draft picks back. So, crazy risk, crazy reward. That's how it's done. All right. Of course, take a look at that Lombardi trophy. Let's see this team hoist the Lombardi as we will head out of this one. Super Bowl champions. I still just can't believe it. I can't believe the way that thing was ending, that it has led to this moment. Do want to, I was going to end it here just looking at the stats, but I do want to see, like, how screwed would this team be if they needed to do another season? Like, how hard did they regress? How many retirements did we have? All that stuff. Looking at the numbers, Brock Purdy threw 3 interceptions. Caleb Williams did throw 1 himself, but he had 3 touchdowns to go with it. Rushing, very good. Receiving, Devontae Adams, dude. He has been a playoff performer. Could you imagine for the Rams he wins them a Super Bowl, though? Kind of crazy. I mean, as a Packers fan, the whole time, I understood, especially after drafting Golden, hey, Green Bay has maybe not someone like Devontae, but they have enough good wide receivers that they just don't need them. Too many mouths to feed as is. But I knew Devontae still had some left in the tank. I mean, there's no question about it. I'm surprised, more teams didn't pursue him, or maybe they did. They didn't offer as much, but yeah, I don't know. I thought it was clear as day that he's still very good. But yeah, this was kind of a crazy one, so we'll show you the win-loss. Normally I don't, because it's not really the hardest thing to do in the world, but yeah, you do need a little bit of sim luck, right? Either way, though, it's like, take a look at these retirements. We should have a few. Like a few of them. Bobby, maybe. Ryan Kelly, maybe. There's also a good chance that maybe they all do stick around, just, again, taking a bit of a hit from the regression. And they showed us retirement right away, I think. I think we've lost some players. Let's see. We lose Grover Stewart, Joel Bitonio, Kevin Zeitler, Ryan Kelly, and DeMarcus Lawrence. Wow, that's actually kind of a tough lineup to lose. Also, I mean, we're probably going to have some regressions to go with it. Derrick Henry's still here, at least. He went down to a 91. Caleb's a superstar. Devontae's 87. Mike Evans is 87. Jake Matthews is a 87. Henry's down to an 85. What about the defense? Who was old? Bobby goes a star, but he's down to, an 88. So yeah, we definitely took some regressions, but the team would be good enough to at least compete again. It's just I wouldn't be putting any money on them repeating as champions. Anyways, though, again, if you guys enjoy this one, a little bit different of a speed rebuild. Might be a little bit longer than normal as well because of the slow sim watching. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe for new. Let me know in the comment section below which team you like to be, see be rebuilt next. Doesn't have to be a speed rebuild. If you do want it to be speed rebuild, let me know, what team. Or if you have any challenge ideas, regular rebuild or speed rebuild, let me know in the comment section below. And that is basically gonna be it. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PK plays for not Madden content. And that is that. Thanks for watching. All the guys come back for next video. Should have one a little later today and tomorrow. But until next video,